So what we do, if we get, like I said, I'm going to kind of reiterate this, what I was saying. When more of us start understanding the Venus Project and the Zeitgeist movies and the Zeitgeist movement and, understanding how important we are. And okay, for instance, if you don't want to watch the Venus Project, that documentary, and you don't want to see Jacques Fresco and Roxanne Meadows' lectures, and if you don't want to see Peter Joseph's lectures and his movies that he has, go do this research for yourself. You think I did that? I did. I did the research for myself before I even knew the Venus Project existed even. So I was ahead of this before they came out. I'm just not being brainwashed or brainwashed to regurgitate something that I'm told. I did the research myself. That's the type of person I am. If you tell me something, I'm just not going to believe you. I'm going to research it. Because I want to make sure that what you're saying is right. And that's what everybody's got to do. They got to stop relying on religion and the media to educate them. And only use certain forms of media to educate them, and to very carefully view religion, but from a certain standpoint, because you don't want to start believing that stuff is real. It could be that somebody that's religious could end the world. They could just say, well, this is what God wanted. And we could all die because of a religion. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's unbelievable that people would actually think that you cannot be a good person at all if you're religious. Or you cannot be a good person at all if you're not religious. You can be a great person and still not be religious. But what we have to do is more people need to independently start. What we need to do, like I was kind of thinking of this before. Sorry for the stuttering, but I was thinking about this. What we need to do is, like, some people on YouTube need to start like an affiliate. We need to all become affiliates. You know what I mean? Start our own little business here. I know we're still in the monetary system, but to help put this to get us money in our pockets to help us, we need to all be running off of each other's own business, become an affiliate of one another, and make money off of one another. And we need to all do that, and then see. People won't have to worry about the economy. The internet can be used for awesome things. I mean, not just that, but lots of other things. And so we need to do that. We need to become basically. We need to create a program called like a business or something, and I don't know, called the Peaceful Elite. I've coined that phrase. You cannot steal it. I own the copyright for it. But we need to create like an online business or something called the Peaceful Elite, and everybody can be an affiliate and make money off of it. And then people that lose their jobs can do that and make money off of it. But in order for these things to happen, we have to be educated, you know what I mean? But that's what we need to become. We need to become the Viva la Resistance of America, but it could be called the Peaceful Elite, yeah, I think I'm going to do something with that. Start some blogs, maybe a website or something, because this sounds pretty cool. And see, if we get enough people educated relevantly, then like some people say, if there's a certain person who knows a lot and is a very loving, caring person, and they're trying to help people, they always say, well, that person could die. Somebody could have that person assassinated, and that's true. But if you get enough people relevantly educated on that person's points of view, then everybody. Okay, then that passes on to everybody, and then everybody can make an organization. Okay? And they can't kill all of us. Well, they could probably, but, But I don't know. See, I just don't... as long as you understand that you're just as important as all other humans, and that we all have the same needs, then you won't have an ego. See, we have egos because people just don't, like I said, they don't have that relevant education. But, we can start some websites about this, about the Venus Project's views and the Zeitgeist Movement's views, and radio shows and TV shows. We can do a documentary, a movie. I know the Venus Project has a movie coming out. I can't remember exactly what it's called now. And then there's a new movie Zeitgeist 3, I believe is what it's called. Come out in 2010, October. And we can all do this. You see what I mean? We can all make our own websites, our own radio shows, our own TV shows, our own documentaries, our own movies, and just we can help each other out. Let's get these people that are in the motion picture business to help out the little person. Get them relevantly educated on the Venus Project, and let them help. Let them help us. Let them help Jacques Fresco, Roxanne Meadows. You know what I mean? Because it's their lack of relevant information, their lack of relevant information, that keeps them from seeing how important they are, and we are, and the planet is. And if they don't, and since they don't see that, they're not going to connect with us. But yeah, the more the websites out there we have, the more documentaries that get out there, and movies, and TV shows, and radio shows, and things, and the more YouTube videos like mine and other people's, the more we start programming these people that are of the elite status and that have all the money and want to control us all the time. The more we will program them to our way, But it's not going to be like they don't know this already. When those people, each one of them goes to bed at night, before they go to bed at night, they're by themselves, they do know something's not right. It's just that they stay around each other. That group of people that was raised that way, they all stick together, like all of us stick together. Okay? They're all together all the time. And that they can't learn, one of them can't step out of it and say, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Because they have their friends to influence them to not think that way. They have their family to influence them to not think that way. And then plus, like I said, they've been programmed to believe that type of stuff, that they're better and they deserve more of the world and the planet's resources, and that we're just sheep and things and we don't matter. And see, and but I know when they're by themselves, they think that something's not right and that it's just not okay to treat people the way they're treating people. And if we can get to one of those people, then I believe we can get to all of them. Because I imagine those people, because of all the money they have, they know some pretty cool things about technology and about medicine and about the media and stuff like that we don't know. And if we can get to one of them and change one of them around, we can change them all around. But you have to become the change that you want to see in the world. Like Gandhi said, you have to become that. You have to become the light unto yourself. I think Krishnamurti said that. You have to become those things. You can't just expect somebody else to do it. And it's our program. Our program is basically to just, like I'm saying, it's just to destroy ourselves in the end. I guess what we all are is soldiers of failure. We're programmed to be soldiers of failure, I guess. Not just me, but it's just everybody that way, really. Because we're not doing the best that we could for ourselves and other people on the planet. And it's just, we don't because of our programming. And our mom and dad were programmed to be a certain way. Our grandparents were programmed to be a certain way. And it all goes back to media. Newspapers, radio, books, TV. It goes back to speeches even. When they just did speeches before we didn't have the media we have today. When people spoke, it goes back to people back then that were conning people into believing a certain thing. And they were doing that to get control. But we can do this, and I don't see all the bad that not that everybody sees, but I see the trend and I see the pattern, And even if people are doing it to make money, they're sabotaging themselves and they don't know it. Because when you teach people relevant information, that's going to wake them up and see, well, it would be more relevant not to have a job and to use machines to do our labor for us, because that's what they were invented for. And we could spend more time improving ourselves. We could all become Leonardo da Vinci's. We could eat healthy, exercise, explore the planet. We all get equal say in what gets done to the planet and how we help the planet. I mean, that's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to get off here.